Okay, I'm on my account and I've been watching some videos about Raid Shadow Legends, trying to catch back up. We've got a new faction in the game. We've got new content coming that we can get augments to our artifacts, and it looks like a lot of people aren't happy about what they've seen on the test server so far. And I've been looking at all the comments from the viewers, which are usually pretty positive, the people that are positive about the game, and they've been a little negative. So I need to know what's been going on over the last 6 months. Since I've been gone, you tell me what's really chapped you about the game. Now, this isn't a hate video. The game is not dying. I know Raid Shadow Legends is like a cockroach. It's very hard to kill. It's never gonna die, guys. This game is crazy popular. We've got Rhonda. I'm on like 2 days of logging in to get Rhonda, so it's gonna be a little while before I can armbar some bosses in here. But I need to know from you, like, what is everybody unhappy with in the game? I know that they've been adding things in the game since I've been gone. I know that we need more energy, possibly for new things coming, or that you don't like the RNG-ness of what we have in this game. Now, the new dungeon to me looks pretty good. It looks like it's really hard to complete, and that's why Raid always does that. When Faction Wars came out, nobody could even complete it unless you had an unkillable team in only certain factions. When they introduced something like Bommel, how is Bommel right now? Is Bommel still to where we only can complete it with like a few select champions? Has it become doable by, let's say, normal teams or normal characters in the game? And I think that's what it is with Raid. Let me look at something here. I'm trying to look at what I'm at with Arena. Since I've been out of the game for so long, where am I? I'm down in, what is that, Bronze 1? Okay. They usually introduce something into the game that we're not using, like sleep. We're not using sleep for the new dungeon. We're not using sleep in the game really, so they introduced something into the game so we could use champions that provide us with sleep, which is pretty cool. I don't mind that. And they're giving us RNG main stats on top of our main stats we have for artifacts, which will make us stronger for everything we do in the game. Now, keep in mind, none of my heroes currently have any of the ascended buffs, mystic stuff. I don't know what they're called. I need to get familiar with the game. I've been watching videos. I need to get with all the terminology as well. So my guys are just playing like they were before all this fancy stuff came out. And I need to catch up. I need to get into all of that. So you guys really let me know what's been going on with the game. Let me know what you've really enjoyed. Let me know what's really been making you kind of step away from the game and not enjoy it as much. If you had valid complaints about the game, please let me know down below. So what they normally do is introduce something very difficult into the game that, of course, we cannot complete right away. And that's good. It's challenging. I like to, of course, auto things. I hate doing manual. And I do feel like as an in-game player that it's really nice for us to be able to always do full auto. But it's not going to always be the case because it's going to be very hard in trying content until we get stronger, because they introduce things into the game to make us stronger. But if we can't beat that dungeon right away and we have to work toward getting our gear stronger, at least new players, free-to-play players will be able to get their gear and their current team stronger with getting whatever RNG gives them on their current artifacts. I think that's good. There's nothing bad you can say about that. I know it's costing us additional energy to run this dungeon. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to run it per day, if it's limitless. I know they're making us pay energy along with keys to do the twin tower guys that I fought today. So I'm trying to move up there with those guys and fight them. I think I had 6 per day you could spin there, but you still had to do energy with it. So that's a little bit like, why do we need energy if we're using keys? I get that because we're using a lot of energy to do everything else in the game, but it does make us stronger. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's cool that we get stronger. I think it's cool that we have RNG associated to our already RNG artifacts. So if I have attack percentage, my main stat, and I want to get attack percentage again, then, you know, that could happen, right? That could happen with the new dungeon that eventually we'll get. It's on the test server right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure all you seasoned Raid Shadow Legends people know what I'm talking about. They've been running it on the test server, and it's very difficult with the sleep mechanic and all the things the bosses does. But a lot of times in Raid, what happens is there'll be that one hero that can just make something very easy. And Raid's really big about this. Something like Seer here that just drops waves, or something that we use in Bommel to solo it. They always because there's so many heroes, we always find a way to kind of cheese out content. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be able to do that, but sometimes it happens. And they're really good about coming out with that one champion to cheese that new content. And then, of course, they give you like weeks and weeks of 10 times for that champion, special summon events for that champions and all, you know, all that kind of thing. So you never know. It could be that we need a special champion, which I really hope not. I hate that system. Again, I don't know if I said it before when I talked about Bommel. Let me know down below, how's Bommel changed? That's, you know, if I have to complain about anything about the game, because I do enjoy turn-based gacha games and I loved Raid for 3 years. If there's anything about the game that I really despise, it's when they have a hero, a boss, I'm sorry, like Bommel, that is very difficult to fight and that you can't use all your champions for it. You can only use a handful of champions. I don't know if it's still that way. Again, let me know down below if it is. I really don't like that. I don't like, that doesn't make an encounter difficult. If I can only beat it and solo it with a few champions to make it easy, if I can only beat it with specific teams and there's very few champions to use for that specific team, that doesn't make it challenging. That just makes it broken to where I have to have these teams or I can't beat it. And that means people can't progress in the tower, especially Tower Hard 90. Even Bommel, when they first come to Bommel in the Hard 10, I just faced him today. It can be very challenging, and I don't like that when we can only use a handful of champions and they do that to us. So please let me know. That's really all I've got right now. I've just been going around the internet, watching videos, trying to catch up, playing my account. My guild's still there. Everybody's still active in my guild right now. So I'm gonna go do the clan boss, which I need to make sure my teams are still good for that and are on full auto. You guys let me know. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in a video soon.